Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Talk with Sorinthan Haorei. This episode, I'm joined by a very special guest. His name is Mr. Muan Tombing, the Secretary of Indigenous Tribal Leaders Forum. Thank you so much, Mr. Tombing, for joining me on this episode. I'm looking forward to have a very meaningful and an interesting discussion and interaction with you. Right. So, Mr. Tombing,
Thank you so much.
just to get our conversation started, I'd like to ask how you're holding up despite the conflicts, the crisis since the 3rd of May last year. How is everything?
Uh, I should say, by the grace of God, everything is fine. Uh, Amidst the conflict, now it's the problem is only in the border, I should say.
Okay. The border between the
Within the
Meitei community and
town,
the Kukizo community?
Meiteis and Kukizo community.
Okay.
Within the town, even the church, everything is fine.
Okay.
School children are going to school.
Okay. So is it
So
safe
long
to
as
say
we
you're
protect
back to
the
normal?
not normal at all,
Okay.
because even medicine, daily commodities, we don't get anything from Imphal
Oh,
from May 3.
okay.
No supply, no medicine supply.
Okay. Is it because
So it is
the
not normal.
okay? Is it
It
because the
is not
Meitei
normal.
community blocked it, or why is that you're not receiving any medications or all the groceries from the valley?
Before this conflict begins, we have been importing into the district through Imphal.
Okay.
But all that were cut off because the route to our town, Lamka, is all cut off by this Meiteis community.
Okay. So is the government not
So
doing
we
anything
don't get.
about this?
How can we expect this government to do for the welfare of the public?
Okay.
Even a single medicine, if even say a single tablet, paracetamol is not reaching our area
Okay.
till today.
Okay. So have you lost completely lost your trust on the current government? Is that what you're saying?
Sure, how can we trust? How can we trust a government who is not looking after the citizens,
Okay.
not even caring for the welfare of the public, who is running a majority government, a majority community government, and declaring several times war on the Kukizo communities. Even our chief minister, the chief minister of Manipur, is declaring war on the pretext of war against drug, illegal immigrants, whereas we had been living here since time immemorial.
Okay. So are you saying it's not just the Meitei community, but the government it has declared war on the Kukizo community? Is that what you're saying?
The Meiteis community,
Okay. And that the
because
majority...
their leaders had declared
Okay.
war several times,
Okay.
like the Meiteis Lipun, Rambai Tengol, whereas we claim to be a citizen of Manipur
Okay.
and Indian.
Okay. So what do you have to say about the illegal immigrant and the narco terrorist tag and all the what do you call the poppy plantations things, which has been accused, or yes, in one way they may be able to produce evidences for the same. So what do you have to say about all this tag which has been given to the Kukizo community?
We can't accept that. There may be some groups in the within the community who had practiced all that poppy plantation, who had been in drug smuggling, but the main sponsor comes from the Meiteis community.
Okay. So you're saying the Meitei communities are behind this drug activities?
They were behind all this
Okay. And is the
because,
okay.
you know, uh, due to our economy that is lower than the majority community, they don't have land where to invest their money. So they supply, they finance. Now, after the conflict, you won't find any area where poppy plantation is there anymore because of lack of finance.
Okay.
Because land is there to to cultivate.
Okay.
But now everything is say for a just zooming cultivation. Since we had practiced since time immemorial, no more uh, no more poppy plantation is going on
Okay. So
so
you.
far as I know.
Okay, it's a very interesting point. Did you just say the Meitei community financed the poppy plantation? Is that what you're saying?
Sure. Because within the cookie zoo community, we have inquired, and they are very much involved with
Okay.
financing the poppy plantation.
Okay. Okay. It's interesting to know that. And are you saying after the conflict, all the poppy plantations has been stopped? Is that what you're saying?
There may be some portion somewhere, but so far as I know, within our district,
Okay.
it is minimized.
Okay. Okay. All right. Great to know. And what about the illegal immigrants accusation which has been labeled on the Kukizo community? What do you have to say about that?
Please come again.
Yeah. What do you have to say about the illegal immigration tag which has been given to the Kukizo community?
Uh, our forefathers and maybe originated somewhere, but even my forefathers who have paid land revenue in in the year 1817, my forefathers who had given the land revenue and hill house tax, I think I still have got which my forefathers had paid. And before independence, even before independence, we had been here. How can these foreigners or illegal immigrants? How can we be termed as illegal immigrants?
Okay.
Whereas we belong to India, we are Indians. How can we be tagged as uh, foreigners or illegal immigrants?
Okay.
Even before independence, where there is no international boundary, maybe my relatives may live somewhere in some other countries, or maybe since we are nomadic during those years, moving around where we can find where our forefathers, grand forefathers are getting their food. I don't think the tech illegal immigrants is not
Okay.
the
What some of
term to be
the
used or not.
Okay, what some of the Meitei, leaders and also the government of Manipur is saying is that even at the moment, even presently, there is an influx of illegal immigrants from neighboring countries. So, are you saying that is not true? Is that what you're saying?
Uh, Due to FMR, some may come in, but
Okay.
they went back
Okay.
because we have after independence, after international boundary is there. I think uh, no permanent settlement from other countries are coming in so far.
Okay. So,
Who had come
okay.
for medication and all, they went back.
Okay.
No one stay forever here.
Okay. So, in your opinion, do you think this now that the Home Ministry has said that FMR will be scrapped? So, do you think fencing the border area? Do you think this will solve the illegal immigrant, this issue which the Manipur government has been talking about? Do you think it will be the solution?
No,
Okay.
because there are no illegal immigrants coming in
All right.
who have fled Myanmar. They were kept in shelter homes, and we are very much aware of about all this. And they are since there is a conflict in Myanmar also, they are moving out of the area where conflict is there. And they went back as soon as the conflict is over.
Okay.
I don't think they'll settle permanently here. And as we have seen, those refugees coming from other countries had been kept in shelter homes. Even from our district, more than 1,000 illegal immigrants, no, not illegal refugees who came in were kept, recorded by the police, and kept in shelter homes. Maybe they may be deported by the government.
Okay. Okay. All right, good to know. All right, and as we move on, I'd like to know the impact of the conflict since the 3rd of May, the impact on the Kuki-Zo community. How are the people holding up? We have come to witness that hundreds of lives has been lost, thousands of people have been displaced, crores worth of property has been damaged, and then thousands of people are not, they've been living in shelter homes, etc. So how is the impact to the Kuki community because of this conflict?
Uh, the impact is vast, I should say, because more than 60,000 people who had been permanently settling down there in the valley had been rooted out.
Right.
And many times, Biren has been making a statement to the people of the Meitei community that he had he had done he had done what is suitable for the Meiteis in different statements in the public in the while addressing the public, and we have got all that, and it is very clear that the intention of the government is on the tribal community, especially on the Kukizo communities. Economically, it has affected. Education, it has affected, and almost every sorts of life has been affected.
Right.
But by God's grace, I think this will be a stepping stone where we can survive. We will survive. Also, we will be much better than before. That is what we are thinking.
Okay.
And
Okay.
we are very much optimistic about all this.
Okay. What do you think is the main reason? The main reason behind the conflict? What, in your opinion, is the main reason?
It's mainly the ST status and land.
Okay. That the Meitei community is after the land of the tribals? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sure.
Okay. So do you think this conflict
Because
is pre-planned? According to some people have been saying that these are all pre-planned conflict from both the communities. Do you see it that way as well?
it is pre-planned because Biren had spelled out in his speech that from the year 2000, 10 years ago, he had been on this plan.
Okay. So are you saying, is it just the Meitei community who had pre-planned this, or are the Kukizo community aware of this as well?
The Kukizo community is not aware.
Okay.
If they are aware, if we are aware of about all this, we would have left it before it explode.
All right. All right.
We would have left the valley before it explode. It is unprecedented, Besides, in his speech, I think it's in the month of October, Biren had spelled out that he had been planning and he had been working on this since 2013.
Okay.
That is very clear. That is his plan.
Okay. And I'd like to know your opinion on the lives lost on both the communities. There were, we have seen videos and sensitive and graphic photos and videos circulating on social medias about killing of both the communities. What would you like to say about this? Innocent lives has been lost. Yes, of course. We saw that some people were killed in a war. I mean, in a battle. But then, even not during the battle, some people have been murdered in cold blood as well. What is your opinion on this?
I think, in my opinion, this should not happen. This should not happen. If Biren's government is good enough, all these things could be avoided.
Okay.
In a sense that uh, a particular community, while targeting, innocent lives should not lose. Women and children, but that can be done. That can be since they are in the government, they should have done something else, not a conflict in this way.
Okay. So, are you blaming everything on the Biren-led Manipur government for the failure?
Sure. Because he had spelled out already that he had been planning, he had been doing all this
Okay.
for
Okay.
the Meiteis communities.
All right. Yes, state government is, yes, in one angle, in one perspective, you have shared it. But what about the organizations like Arambai Tengol and Meitei Lipun? They have been roaming around freely with arms, fully, clothed like a military group, and then they are involved in this battle actively. What is your take on their these activities?
It is the creation of the Biren government. And
Okay.
The Meiteis community leaders. So, as they're in the government, why should not they allow them to roam freely? And it is their creation for this purpose against our community.
Okay. Okay. According to the leaders and the opinions of the public Meitei community, they feel that the Kuki-Zo community are grabbing the lands. They're grabbing the lands of Manipur, which is not theirs. They have been increasing the number of villages, number of population has been outburst in a few years. What do you want to say about all these accusations they have been labeling on you?
I think it's just an accusation, because the cattle growth, I think it's not very high.
Okay.
Though we don't practice monogamy, we as Christian, children are the blessing from God. So we don't have much family awareness and even for family planning.
Okay.
That's why, as we believe in God, that's a blessing. That is what we feel. And again, on the other side, the accusation that was made by the majority community, that is the Meitei community, I think it's just an accusation. Accurate information can be obtained.
Okay.
Just to do away a particular community, all these things came up. That is what we are feeling. Hatred, and for want of land, and just to grab land because there are resources, natural resources are there. We have seen.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Especially in our district, we have seen.
Okay.
Oil reserves are there. Natural gas is there.
Okay. All right. So let's come to the next topic. We would like to now, yes, the conflict has happened, and then like we have discussed earlier, which is not good for, I mean, especially the innocent ones are the one who who are hurt the most during this kind of conflict. We'd like to know your opinion on the solution to end this conflict? Because it is not just the Meitei community and the Kukizo community who is, impacted by this conflict. It is also the other tribals and non-tribals who are living in the state of Manipur who have been affected immensely, directly or indirectly, by this conflict. So everyone living in the state of Manipur, or even the whole of country, would like to end this conflict, would like this conflict to be ended. Yeah. So, what, in your opinion, is the solution to this conflict?
It is very clear from May 3rd, 2023, it is very clear that we can no longer live together.
Okay. No
So
longer
the
live
only
together with
solution
who?
is, can you hear me?
Yeah. You said you cannot live together. So, who is it that you're referring to that you can no longer live together with?
With the Meitei community.
Okay.
Because we had been chased out of Imphal Valley,
Right.
it is very clear. So there should be a separate administration for the Hill people.
Okay. Is that the
that is
okay?
that is what we are dreaming of now,
Okay.
and we are demanding also.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Is that the ultimate
how can
solution?
we expect?
The
How
only
can we
solution?
expect to live together?
Okay. Yeah, go on.
We are
Please
being
speak.
chased out of the valley. Though we may say that it is unprecedented on the part of our community, how can we expect to live together
Right.
under the same administration where
Okay.
we are being neglected, subjugated? How much we had been suffering, how much we had been neglected. No food supply anymore from the government. Even daily needs are not reaching our areas from Manipur anymore. So how can we expect?
Okay. Is it
The only solution is a
okay.
separate administration for the tribals.
Okay. Is separate administration the only solution to end this conflict? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
And when you said negligence by the government, is it just the BJP government, or do you think changes can be brought if this particular government can be changed?
Because the move of the government is against a particular community,
What if the government
So-
is changed?
If the government changes, I don't know. But
Okay.
we had been hard. We had been chased out. How can we expect any good thing from the present government?
Okay.
Looking at our situation,
So there can be an alternative if the the present government is changed. Is that what you're saying? Or is the separate administration the only solution you think at the moment?
separate administration would be the only solution.
Okay. So when you
Even if government changes, it would be a Meitei government.
right, okay, okay. The Meitei majority government, is that what you're saying?
Meitei majority government will be there.
Okay. Okay. So when you mention about a separate administration for the tribals, for the hills, is it inclusive of the Nagas as well, or is it the separate administration just for the Kukizo community? What is the exact demand?
For all the tribals in Manipur.
Okay. So at the
Not
moment,
only,
yeah, when you are demanding for a separate administration, the demand is for the whole of the tribals of Manipur, not just for the Kukizo community. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
because what we are suffering now will come to the other communities also very soon.
Okay. Okay. So you meant to say the Naga
Because-
community can also be, victimized in the way you have been, treated? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sure, sure.
Okay. Can you justify that? I mean, can you justify that statement?
Because we have Article 371C, wherein there should be a separate administration, a Hill Secretariat should be there, wherein the governor is responsible to look after that government. But now it has been subjugated, neglected. So, looking at educated youths will come up and they will know everything what is under it. And a time will come that we have to claim all our rights. Because we had been safeguarded by the Constitution of India. So the same thing, the same strategy, or maybe different, will come to all the tribal communities.
Okay. So do you think
Sooner or later, this may happen.
it's a very interesting point you have mentioned. Do you think the Naga community will also support or should support the separate administration demand of the Kuki-Zo community? Have you reached out to the Naga leaders as well regarding this?
We should be united in this.
Okay.
Because Nagas are also tribal, Kuki-Zo is also tribal. And when we look at the safeguard we have in the Constitution, only one community could not suffer. We have all the same rights. But so long as the Meiteis government plays divide and rule, some sections may be satisfied, whereas the one who suffered today can be a victim, can be the one who suffered today can be one of the favorites of the majority community again in the coming years, and the one who are getting favor will be a victim one day.
Do you think the government or the Meiteis community is playing the divide and rule policy at the moment? Is that what you're saying?
Sure. Now they are playing that game.
Okay. Have you reached out to the Naga leaders regarding the separate administration for the tribals of Manipur? Have you reached out regarding it? Have you had any kind of discussion regarding this issue?
We have reached out, but as of now, only some sections, I should say, not the whole community of the Nagas. Some sections, they feel that the same thing will happen one day. That has happened to the Kuki-Zo community. And this time, I think it is good that we wake up from our slumber so that we can fight unitedly for a separate administration.
Okay.
The area covered by the hill areas, no?
Oh, right.
That is what we are feeling.
Okay. Do you think the Naga leaders are doing enough for us Nagas or for the tribals? Do you think they are doing enough? Or, like you said earlier, have some of them fell prey to the divide and rule policy of the Meiteis community or the government of Manipur, like you said earlier?
I think not now. Some sections within the Nagas are also very much satisfied, I should say.
Okay.
But a day will come when we realize the thing that we need to have a separate administration.
Okay. So, until and unless this separate administration demand of yours is being given to you, are you saying the conflict will continue?
As there will be separate administration,
are you hopeful of that?
Conflict will not continue.
Are you hopeful
I'm
of
hopeful.
Okay.
Because everyone knows, the center also knows very well that we cannot live together.
Okay.
Under a single administration.
Okay.
Or there may be changes in the government or in policy. I don't know. Our generation may not see, but generation will come and will be more educated because the Constitution has safeguarded us. And I think under Article 3 of the Indian Constitution, there can be alteration, there can be amalgamation, and even the state boundaries can be changed. With that provisions, we are expecting that the government will do something,
Okay.
as it is clear that we cannot live together.
Okay. Okay. Do you see any positive things after the upcoming Lok Sabha election? I mean, regarding your demand or about this current ongoing conflict, do you see any positive things happening?
Uh, if the center is serious about the sufferings and the things that happen, I think positive results will come up.
Okay. Okay. We received we saw an interesting update from ITLF, which is, I want to confirm this from you, which is your appeal to the Kukizo community not to file for any nomination for the upcoming election of the Auto Parliamentary Constituency. Is that correct? Is that a correct circulation?
Yes,
Okay.
that's correct.
Okay. What is your objective behind that appeal to the Kukizo community?
You know the situation we are in now. More than 60,000 voters are scattered everywhere, even in the metro cities. How can we contest this election? Just imagine a family who have been scattered around and who cannot be together because of the conflict. We cannot just think of for contesting this election. But as an Indian citizen, the franchise will exercise it.
Okay. Okay. So you meant to say because of the conflict, you are not fielding any candidates, but then you'll still vote. Is that what you're saying?
We will still vote because it is our right guaranteed by the Constitution of India.
Okay.
Contesting, no one is free. You know, the presiding officer is in Thobal. How can our candidate go there?
Okay.
So under such situation, why should the cookies of community contest?
Okay.
And it is our expectation as a tribal community, anyone elected may voice our problem in the parliament. That is what we are expecting.
Okay. Okay. All right.
And we are requesting anyone elected also.
Okay. Do you have any one in your mind, any candidates or any parties who you think your community, the Kukizo community, might support in the upcoming election? Because you felt that, like you said earlier, the person who is elected will voice out for the tribals, right? So who do you think? Is there anyone, any candidate or any party on your mind who you think will represent the voice of the tribals?
I have no comment on that as of now.
Okay.
Until unless we discuss in the Presidential Council of the ITLF. I have no comment on that as of now.
All right. Not an issue.
Because
yeah, go on.
Candidates, they are not. All those names that came up are not filing their nominations yet so far. I think a time will come when the Presidential Council of the ITLF will discuss all about that later on.
Okay. Do you think your community will have a consensus on whom you should vote or which party you should vote, or is everyone free to exercise their universal adult franchise?
That will come after our ITLF meeting.
Okay. Okay. Just one last question. Do you think at the moment ITLF covers all the activities of the Kukizo community regarding the conflict or any social events or activities, or are there any organizations which gives direction to the Kukizo community or takes decision on behalf of your community?
Uh, so far,
Mm-hmm.
it's a coordination.
Okay.
ITLF in our district, that is Lamka,
Mm-hmm.
then Kotu in Kangpokpi, ITEC in Terzol,
Okay.
HTC in Tenopal. So we had a good coordination.
Okay. Okay.
Though there may be different names, we have a good coordination. Regarding all this, after our presidential council had a meeting,
Okay.
we'll just coordinate
Okay.
what to do and
Okay.
what not to do.
Right. We're hopeful for a positive meeting outcome. I mean, from the meeting. All right. And also, an opinion has been arising, especially in the valley of the Meiteis community and also of some other tribals, like the Kuki Zo community are land grabbing community. They keep on increasing. It's one of the issues which they felt is a problem for the other communities. What would you like to yeah, what do you have to say about this accusation on your
See,
community?
it's our custom.
Okay.
Supposing a village chief has two, three sons,
Uh-huh.
when they are to separate from their father is giving land
Within their village
and
or outside the village?
within the village boundary. Within the village boundary,
Okay.
they are allowed to set up their own village. So it keep on increasing because of the custom we have.
Mm-hmm.
Because when a father who is a chief of a village wants to separate his sons after getting married, a separate land was given for the first son, for the second son, third son. That's why villages are increasing, but population is
Okay.
that much not increasing.
Okay. According to your
Villages
opinion,
may increase
yes.
because of our custom.
Yeah,
It's
villages.
our practice.
Okay, villages increase as the sons are given, I mean, allowed to make a different, I mean, settle in a different village. But then, what of the land?
Yeah.
What of the land? Are
Yeah,
they
yeah.
outside, going outside the purview of that certain particular village or within that village itself? Because if they continue to settle,
Within the boundary of within the boundary of that village,
okay,
because
does
the father has to share among his sons.
okay. Okay, so doesn't it get congested within the village if another village gets settling again and again within one village? Because the opinion is that only if you go outside the purview of the village, different settle a different village, crossing the boundary of that particular village, only then this land grabbing issue happens.
It's not just land grabbing; it's within their own
Okay.
village boundary.
All right. Okay. All right, Mr. Tombing, it's been very nice having a conversation with you. I'll just ask one last question and then we'll
Okay.
end our discussion. Right. And this is a very important one. I want you to take time. I want you to take this time to convey message to the people of the Kukizo community, the Meiteis community, the Naga community, everyone, yes, especially within the state of Manipur. I want you to convey a message from your heart. What would you like to, I mean, what message would you like to give to the people of Manipur? Please take your time.
See, as human being, there should be respect for the life that has been given by God. Respect humanity, respect life, and respect uh, one community, and there should also be respect from its community also. Then there will be peace. All the blame all the blame that was put in one community should be considered in other ways so that humanity exists in Manipur. Respect so that we can live harmoniously. If not, the message I like to convey to the people of Manipur is that love, that is the greatest gift of God, respect, and if you respect, then you want respect, then humanity. That is the purpose of God's creation and the beauty of life also. So when everyone has all that, then we live harmoniously.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for conveying a very beautiful message, Mr. Tombing. Yes, we should love one another. We should respect one another. Respect should be earned. It is not demand. It should not be demand, right? And it's been great having an interaction with you. We have learned so many things from you. The You have given us lots of updates about your community as well. And then we are hopeful for positive outcomes in the days to come. And then hopefully we will be able to talk about better things, not about the conflict, not about killings. We would like to talk about better things in the days to come. Mr. Muan Tombing, thank you so
Sure.
much. Yeah, thank you so much for giving
Thank
us
you so
your
much.
precious time.
Do pray for us.
Yeah, we will surely
Thank you
do
for that.
that. Yeah, may God be with you and your family, your community. We hope that everyone is safe, and hopefully we can all, we can all have a beautiful conversation in the days to come. Thank you so much once again.
Sure.
Take care. Hope to see
Yes,
you
thank
in the
you.
coming days. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and just before we end this, would like to give a message. Would like to thank each and every one of you who has been watching us. Thank you for joining us on this episode. We have been interacting with the people of both the Meiteis community and the Kukizo community to have a better understanding of the issue they have been facing. And we have got to know so much about their ins and outs, and then what everyone desires is for peace to prevail. We hope and pray that both the communities come together and then settle this issue once and for all, and hopefully we live harmoniously like we used to. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode. See you in the next episode. Thank you.